Really productive start to Bo Jackson's college football career. We didn't see him week 1 against Texas. Week 2 against Grambling State finished with 9 rushes, 108 rushing yards. Very similar performance last week against Ohio, finishing with 9 rushes and 109 rushing yards. Also was pretty active as a receiver, finishing with 2 catches and 21 receiving yards. So we're going to take a look at some top clips against Ohio. We're going to try to do this every week. You know, I always follow the true freshmen, always follow the younger guys, try to get as much film up as I can. So I'm going to make sure to do this with Bo Jackson because I do think this is a special talent, and I'll talk about him in Ohio State's offense in a little bit. But talking about Bo Jackson, the football player, watching the high school film, to me it was always the explosiveness. This first clip, once he decides to hit a hole, he's just full tilt through it, and we're going to see it a bit later. He has this, and then he has another just step on the gas when he gets to the secondary, when he gets to the linebackers. So we'll see that on a 60-ish yard run that we're going to see in a little bit. Also, the change of direction ability. This is a good job just on this 3-yard hitch, turning what was a 4-yard check down. This 24 has him dead to rights here. Nice cut to turn this into a 10-yard gain, into almost a first down if it wasn't. Well, again, the change of direction, and this is the patience, and this is not just being a good athlete. I think in the first clip we kind of see how good of an athlete Bo Jackson is. There's another aspect to being a running back. You know, a good athlete can run into a brick wall. They're not going to get any yards. You kind of have to have the understanding of where to press these cutback lanes. So this just looks like inside zone. This is, such a basic run. Just pressing that A gap. You know, he can already tell 25's out leveraging him into that play side A gap. Just pushes this, backside, and this turns, into a 7-yard gain. I saw this throughout the game with Bo Jackson. A lot of true freshmen, great athletes in high school, really feel good about them in the long term, but you just can't justify playing them very early in their career when they're not very good at hitting these cutbacks yet. This isn't a counter. This isn't supposed to hit this back. This is just inside zone, one of the most basic runs in football, but already he's a true freshman. That decision happens so fast, and then he just explodes through the hole that he decides to hit. So here's what I'm talking about. Take a look at the way that he is about already ran 10, 15-ish yards, and then he's just got a second wind to just step on the gas again, and he almost beat the safety. Just take a look at him. Doesn't run out of gas 30, 40 yards downfield. This almost was a touchdown, but I think we're going to see him break one of these pretty soon. There was 2 plays where he was just so close to finding the end zone. Just couldn't quite do it this week against Ohio, but just take a look at the athleticism that Bo Jackson has. It's a pretty easy to tell, I think, how athletic he is. And we'll watch this one from the other angle just one more time for good measure. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about Bo Jackson. This is the part, before we end, I did want to bring this up. It's so important to have a third running back that's this talented. A lot of teams don't have that, Usually you're kind of worried about giving your second running back carries. When you have a third running back this talented, it's so important because you're going to start wearing him down with Peoples. You're going to start wearing him down with C.J. Donaldson. And all the while Peoples is getting tackled, while C.J. Donaldson's getting tackled, you got Bo Jackson on the sideline, on the life cycle, just getting ready to get in the game. All these defenders are going to be so tired, and then all of a sudden you have a spry Bo Jackson. I think that's really a big part of what Ohio State's going to do going forward because this dude's a very special talent. You guys let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.